All right, so I'm in for the Capricorn reading for career. I'm going to get right into it. This goes over here. And start out with the first card of the pyramid spread. First card is 19. Yeah, career. Okay. I'm doing too many in a row here. It's just buzzing me out. 19 is the tower. Now, in the Lenormand deck, it's not like the tower, like whatever, but it talks of big business, bigger sphere of things, needing to look from a higher perspective. It's about things that are bigger than us. So we may need to take into account something in this way. I'm going to keep going. Next card is the Knight of Swords. They're telling me to look in the book. I will. Okay. Cheat code here. 19. So it's the fort or the tower, and it talks about hierarchy, authority, structure, government, bureaucracy, military, ego, and status. I think ego and status is what they're getting at here, is what I feel the most energy. Yeah, we may have an egotistical boss or egocentric leader or someone who is dominating us or opinions over us. There may be somebody here with an ego that we're dealing with, okay? Again, this is supposed to be career. They might go off in the ditch of love here, but Knight of Swords, that is about someone here who is very tired and worn out, but they're trying to take note of something or trying to jot something down, take account of things. Give me a minute here. Yeah, the angels are working feverishly to get you to take notice of certain details. Feel like we're just too tired with the way things have been going to do this in a way that we're absorbing anything instinctively. We're not doing this. But nonetheless, it may give us insight into dealing with this ego that we got around us here, or this person that has power over us in an egotistical kind of way. Next card is the Aspen card, talking about courage and steadfastness, a need to speak up to someone here of higher authority than us. We're either there's a boundary that's been created, or I feel like a fortress we've been cut out of. Needing to speak to that highly is what I get. We're tired and we feel no need to go there or do that or deal with it in any way. And the universe is going, we need to grab our courage and go forward and speak to this. There's violations here happening to us, and we need to speak of this. Next card is Foundation and Achievements. Now, this may have to do with our family. Someone in our family who's very egotistical or steadfast. They have a certain opinion here they're putting upon us, and we don't agree with it, but we don't want to have an argument, so we're just leaving it be. And in order to create a good foundation forward, we're pushed to kind of look into that a little deeper. Take your courage and speak from what you want to speak from. Quit holding it back. Like, don't hold it back. So a lot of energy here of, cowering under somebody here. Next card is 11, the Birch and Broom, and that's about chaos and arguments and strife and struggles that happen. Next, Ace of Swords. Yeah, truth. Interesting 111 here. In order to evolve here, we're going to have to speak our truth. Otherwise, things will not get better. There will be more arguments, more quarrels until we cannot have it. And I feel like the Capricorn's in a place where they can't have it anymore anyway. So we might as well turn and start speaking, standing up for ourselves. I feel greatly this is what it's about. Next card here. Interesting. The hazel. Um, do we have the same energy as we had with Virgo? We may have some Virgo placement in your chart as well. Yeah. In order to get what we want, right? We want this little pebble here. We're hungry. We need a sustenance and we need to move forward. This is what I feel is the crux of the career reading for the Capricorn. They are at a point here where they want to go after what they want, but there may be people within their family or whatever that are taking a high stance against them going in a certain way. And there's truth here that may hurt them. And this is why the Capricorn's holding it back. They don't want to hurt them. So they're compromising in that way. Next card, disruption. Yeah, it's going to lead to disruption because we ultimately are not going after what we want. We're holding ourselves back for others. And how do we know they're going? How do we know they won't understand in some way, shape, or form? How do we know this? There is struggle, but I don't think the point is being gotten. The point has been led to here. Everybody's missing the point. So it looks like because of us being passive on this opinion and not wanting to disturb things, it's going to do exactly that. It's going to create a disturbance here that is going to disrupt everything, throw everything off, including us in the midst here. Okay. It's interesting. It's very vague, not like career readings usually, but nonetheless, more of a spiritual reading. Next card is 25. That's the ring. It can be about engagements, can also be about unions and partnerships. We're talking about career here, so I feel like it has to do with that. We may want to partner up with someone here, and the family or people in our family are not in agreement with it. People that make us feel like we have a solid foundation, not in agreement. Next card is the King of Pentacles. That is your element. Just give me a minute. You know what they're making me feel here is like there's a fence there between these two people, and it's almost like the neighbors, right? We may have to go out of our scope a little bit, out of our family, out of our grouping, out of our circle, in order to get a clear perspective here, because everybody's got a what is that? Everybody's got a horse in the game, right? Everybody's got an angle here, is what I'm getting. So I feel like this is a new couple that they have no bearing. Whether you go left or right, don't matter, whatever your decision is. So they kind of can give a breath of fresh air or opinion that may not have an angle to it. And you need to reach out to those kind of people and see, if you get something different, if you get a different point of view. It's not necessarily that we need that backing. It's we need to see from a different perspective than the one that's blaring at us all the time. We're getting one perspective, one opinion, and we need to get others in order to really see how we feel, gauge, that opinion. Oh, that's different. How do I feel about that? Oh yeah, get a range of ideas here, not just left or right. I ain't talking politics either. So a union here that is in high conflict with the people that are around us, it is not a good thing. Next, we have the vine, which talks about completion and harvest. Because completion, right? That's a heavy vibe that sits there. We may have completed something and want to start something else, and we may have apprehension in doing this. And I feel like the harvest that they're talking about plucking, that's also there's also an energy sitting there. Just let me figure that out. Again, two people coming together holding wine, right? And that's after the grapes have been peeled and all dealt with. There's a lot of work behind that wine. I'm going to continue. Next card, material and spiritual prosperity. Give me a minute here. There's some deep stuff here. We're looking to come together with someone or something, or a job or something, that we're trying to make a connection here. We have people in our universe really not agreeing with that. Even though it's something that may make us happy, we need different perspectives in order to truly know if this is a good decision or not. I feel like completion, there's something here that needs to be completed before we can truly go forward to wherever that sits. And then we will have material and spiritual prosperity. If we do not complete this, this will go in the opposite direction. Will swindle away? No. Dwindle away? No. What's the word? Drain away. Yeah, we need a different perspective than what we're getting here, because we're trying to bring ourselves forward towards success. And there's people wanting to prevent us from doing this, period. They don't want us to be successful going in another direction. So we may have jealousies, work or personal jealousies, that are trying to prevent us from gaining this material and spiritual prosperity. They don't want that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Okay, next. 7. Ooh, okay. There it is right there. That's the snake, and that is the venom snake. That's the snake that goes out in resentment and bitterness. Someone that is a snake in the grass. It's going to strike out of spite and vengeance. That's the word I was looking for. Vengeance. So there's someone here around you that is vengeful. Now, again, not wanting you to have things, not wanting you. This is interesting because it seems like it's in the family somewhere, like close to us, to the degree that we don't realize it's there. This is that person. There's a snake in the grass, okay? So beware. Next. 2 of Wands. That's about making decisions. Yeah. They don't want us to make the decision for ourselves. They want us, it may be someone here that's trying to keep like a codependence issue. Maybe that kind of, I feel like the snake is trying to draw you on their side. Stop you from growing. They don't want you to grow. This is what I'm getting. And we feel like we could grow, and we're kind of going with the flow here. Again, this may be the ego that we're dealing with. This viper may be the ego person that is controlling us here through all of this. They're controlling what we do, how we do it, and they're manipulating us to make a decision that is not right for you, but is right for them. But in the end, it's really not right for anybody. But this is the way they're looking at it. Once you get them on their side, how do you say? Once I get them on my side, then it don't matter. I just need to get them away from going forward. It's really the devilish type energy. Yeah, vengeful. They don't want you, jealousy, this kind of thing. So 2 of Wands, it's really about dealing with things that are unseen. In this deck, there's a lot of different visuals. She's got her wand. She's looking into the future. She's trying to go forward successfully. She's got her wand and her sword. So she's trying to see the truth here, but she's also trying to predict the future. She's trying to go forward where she figures she can fit, but she doesn't know. And the Capricorn is very much needs to have it in writing, on paper, So this is new for her, going in a new direction when we don't know if it's going to be good. We just know that that's where we want to go. So something to do with that scenario. Next one is strength and endurance. Feeling like the choice that needs to be made here will give us the strength and endurance to go where we need to go. I feel like it is going to be away from this person or thing here. It may even be a job that is holding us because they don't want us to go to a competitor or something like that. Yeah, and I'm getting a high sense that the Capricorn is very kind of reluctant. They don't know. they're not seeing clearly, or they're not feeling. They're very worn down, right? From this card here, they're very worn down, so they're not seeing straight, not thinking straight, they don't have it all together, like they normally do. So apprehension, but nonetheless, they make the right decision and they'll go forward quite successfully here and gaining strength and endurance. Now, next card, harmony. Ooh. That is about a connection here between two people. Did we have, yeah, see, there's a lot of connecting cards here. Like we've got a lot of coupling up cards. So it seems like it's a relationship or partnership in some kind of way. Again, this career that wants to come together, and we want to be in harmony with someone. So there it is. There's a choice that needs to be made there, basically. What is the fate here in the career direction? It's turning into love. 12, the chickens. I have to look this up because I don't even know. Are we playing chicken with someone? That's funny. Chickens. 12. Oh, okay. It's a play on the birds. They have 3 birds in this one. And the chickens stand for, yeah, I can't even. Gossip, communication, perspective, negotiation, phone calls, excitement, chat, pairs, conversation, interview, speech, debate, nervousness, stress, social interaction. Excited, social, vocal. Okay, so these are social animals. They get caught up in gossip and chatter. Nervous, gossip, and stressful chatter. Might be stressed of what might be revealed about us or said without foundation. When you get excited or nervous, it's easy to say things you regret later. And this is especially common in situations like interviews and telephone conversations. So we may have some chatter here that we are very nervous. Give me a minute here. Yeah, like we're trying to connect with someone here or talking to someone here, but we may be very nervous at what we say or what is said or what's revealed. So there's a sense of having stress about conversing, and it may be with that snake. It may be having to communicate with the snake. We're nervous about what to say and how to, things may regret. Da da da. Next card. So again, this is what's faded. Next card, the 7 of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, too much going on in our mind here. Can't get things straight. That's why we're nervous. We don't want to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and we don't have our thoughts together about who we need to talk to here. I'm getting kind of a nervous energy, and I don't know, like in the beginning we're talking about somebody with a big ego, about going to them and disclosing things. We get lost in our thoughts and don't know where to go with things. We're very confused. There's too much going on and not enough focus. And there it is again. Transition and partnership. It's all about joining together with someone, but it's like we're so conflicted, or we haven't made decisions about our life that we can't seem to get our heads straight to do it. Next card, obstacles and challenges. This may be an obstacle. We may not know how to confront a person here that we need to speak to, worried about what they're going to say, what we're going to say, how we're going to say it, things that we are going to talk about. Somebody here we just can't approach. That is a huge obstacle to get what and where we want. It may be in a partnership. We may have someone who's very vindictive of us or got a lot of negative energy toward us that we need to talk to. That's really what I'm getting. Next card, 21. This is the mountain, and this is about challenges, things that need to be overcome. Simple as that. Obstacles. We're just continuing. There's a partnership here we need to, but there's too many obstacles getting in the way is the sense. 19, the sun. That's about family. The back. Now we're back in a different zone. We're going to focus on our family right now, and we're not going to deal with this is the sense. Just have fun over the holidays and not work on things. There's a nervousness. We can't make a decision or can't make up our mind, so we're just leaving it is the sense and going to our family and dealing with them. Next card is the willow, talking about intuition and the unseen. We may have to use our instinct quite highly. Not sure if that'll be received well from the Capricorn, but this could help us go forward. 6 is memories of love. I get a very sad feeling here. It's like we gotta light a candle because we let something go and our intuition is telling us to leave it be. Like they're showing me them laying the candle down and leaving it, watching it go away. So we may have a situation here where we're trying to make amends with someone or trying to speak up to someone. We don't have the courage. We don't have the strength to do it. And we may be being controlled by someone else or the same person. I'm not too sure. They're very similar energies. But the sense here is that we're going to leave it be. I'm just going to let it go away. We may have some instinct about it, but the sense is we're just, it's a sadness. We have to let it go in order to, because we're just not ready to discuss or not ready to evolve or not ready to take on. Our mind is not in the right place. It's really, there's scattered energy. We just can't make decisions here. So in this case, the Capricorn's gone. I'm not making any because I don't want to make the wrong mistake or say the wrong thing with these chickens. I don't want to just go off half-cocked and say something that I regret later. So we're not going to say anything and just leave it alone. Okay, woo, that's weird energy. Okay, fortune card for the career. Again, this morphed into more of a union reading. We have fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. And that is basically what's going to happen here is I feel like the Capricorn's on board. They're letting it go. And the universe is going, yes, let it go. And, things will be better on the other end here. We just need to, this direction, we're not prepared to go in it. We don't feel secure to go in it, so we don't go. Fire talks about emotional upheaval. I feel like we're in that. And we just have to embrace the renewal of the present. And I feel like they're going to do this over the holidays. Kind of gets a breath of fresh air. And then maybe some of the mountains can be climbed within that if we just let go of things. Alrighty. So that was the career/love reading for Capricorn for the season. So hopefully that helps you gain some insight into things or calm you in some way. Hopefully you have a good season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Take care. Have fun and be kind.